Welcome back. There were murmurs in the DMK camp about its ally, the Congress, not doing enough to have Kanimuri out on bail in the 2G case. But there is support from the new man at the helm in Satyamurthy Bhavan. In an exclusive interview to Sanjay Pinto, the Tamil Nadu Congress chief Gnanadesigan says the DMK chief's dear daughter deserves to be out on bail. Gnanadesigan also says it's wrong to prejudge the DMK in 2G case.
What was a singular factor that contributed to the almost debacle?
There are several factors. Anti-incumbency is there. And
2G?
No, 2G is not the issue at all.
Not an issue, but most people said they voted on the basis of that. Corruption is a big issue.
No, corruption is not an issue at all. Because I feel that 2G is the Supreme Court which is monitoring. There is nothing to do with the political parties as such. Suppose the individual ministers, they are involved in something. That doesn't mean the political party is involved in it.
But they're part of the alliance.
No, even DMK I am telling. Suppose a minister from DMK is made an allegation. It is only an allegation. Only when the court convicts him, he becomes a convict. Until the court proceedings are over, a person is considered to be an innocent. That is a basic criminal law.
No, as a lawyer, of course, you know criminal jurisprudence and all that, but there's also 437 of the CRPC. Why do you think Kanimuri then is still in jail without getting bail? Four applications have been shot down.
See, I can't comment on what the judge has decided.
The DMK believes the Congress is not helping Chalai in getting bail. There's a lot of discontent.
No. I don't think that DMK is very mature leaders are there. They know the court proceedings and they know what is the court and judges' decisions. They never blamed Congress party for that. It is not a correct statement. It is the court which decided. If you ask me personally, Krishna Iyer once said, bail is a rule and jail is an exception. I think that ought to have been followed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel Kanimuri then should have got bail?
Yes, definitely. Because when charge sheet is filed, there is no need to keep her. Why?
Why do you think the CBI also has not opposed her bail? Why do you think she has been denied bail?
No, that's what I said. It is for the judicial decision. I cannot comment on what the judge has said. It is a judicial act. But outside, as a person, so a political person, as a lawyer, as a senior lawyer, I can say that as Krishna Iyer said, bail is the rule and jail is an exception. And they should have given bail. Yes.
Now the Supreme Court has said that they will formulate new guidelines to deal with, to regulate bail in high profile cases. Do you think, and also the judge has also made a distinction between upper crust and lower crust, that she belongs to the upper crust and therefore it cannot be said that she was, that she should get some consideration being a woman. Do you subscribe to that theory?
No.
A distinction between upper crust and lower crust?
No, everybody is equal in law. Everybody is in equal law. See, there is a concept in bail that you will tamper with evidence. And if you are more powerful and more rich, the chances are more. Those days, that was the reason for not granting bail for the influential persons. But that theory has no value because the tampering when evidence is and all, everybody can do. So I don't think that cannot be a correct position.
Moving on, a 46-year-old history sheeter was hacked to death in Tondiarpet. This was done allegedly by an 8-member gang last night. According to the police, a gang barged into a shop with deadly weapons and attacked the history sheeter and the advocate who was with him. The history sheeter succumbed to the injuries while the advocate suffered grievous injuries and is being treated at a hospital in Chennai. Tondiarpet police have registered a murder case and are on the lookout for the accused. Police suspect previous enmity to be the cause for murder. The doctors conducted post-mortem on the body of a 38-year-old woman who was murdered last evening. The police suspect the involvement of a known person in this murder case as the door at the scene of crime was not forced open. The police say that they have vital clues and are on the lookout for the accused. The fate of the India-West Indies one-day match in the city on the 10th of December is uncertain. The M.A. Chidambaram Stadium, where the game is to be played, is yet to get clearance from the National Coastal Zone Management Authority under the Union Ministry of Environment and Forest. According to the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority, the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, which owns the stadium, had not approached them for approval of the plan proposal and completion certificate either. There was a controversy after 3 new stands were built in the stadium with a capacity to seat an additional 8,000 people without clearance of the CMDA. And at a time when almost all the major parties are saying Mayawati's statement on splitting Uttar Pradesh into 4 small states a poll gimmick, the PMK chief Ramdas feels centre should carve 4 states out of Uttar Pradesh following assembly resolution. Also, he asked the centre to expedite creation of new states of Telangana and Vidarbha. He feels that growth in newly carved states is higher than in parent states. BGR Energy Systems has been awarded an EPC contract for setting up 2 into 300 megawatt coal-based thermal power project by TRN Energy. The order is valued at Rs 1,698 crore. The turnkey contract completion schedule will be 29 months for Unit 1 and 32 months for Unit 2. The proposed project is located at Navapara village in Chhattisgarh. Project has forest and environmental clearances. Coal linkage is tied up with Southeastern Coal Limited. Land and water for the project are available. The order value includes foreign currency content of USD 188 million at an exchange rate of Rs 44.70. The contract provides for foreign exchange variation protection to the company at actual exchange rate. In an award ceremony today, the state government has recognized the work of librarians from across the state. 35 librarians from the state have been awarded by the School Education Minister C.V. Shanmugam, and Minister feel that there are more libraries needed in the rural areas.
இந்த மானிய கோரிக்கையிலே இந்த ஆண்டு 25 கோடி ரூபாய்க்கு தமிழ்நாடு முழுவதும் இருக்கிற அந்த கிராமப்புறத்தில் இருக்கிற நூலகங்களுக்கு நூல்கள் வாங்கி கொடுக்கப்பட வேண்டும் என்று இன்னைக்கு ஆணையிட்டுள்ளார்கள். 25 கோடி ரூபாய்க்கு என்பதை உங்களுக்கு சந்தோஷம் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கின்றேன். அது மட்டுமல்ல, புதிதாக கட்டடங்கள் அந்த கிராமப்புறத்தில் இருக்கிற ஊர்ப்புற நூலகங்களை கட்டுவதற்கு ரூபாய் 25 கோடி ரூபாய் இன்னைக்கு ஒதுக்கி இருக்கிறார்கள் புரட்சித்துறை அம்மா அவர்கள். அந்த பழுதடைந்திருக்கிற கட்டடங்களை பராமரிப்பதற்கு ரூபாய் 10 கோடி ரூபாய் இன்னைக்கு ஒதுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது என்பதையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள கடமைப்பட்டுள்ளேன்.
Ahead of the winter session of Parliament, the Lok Sabha Speaker had an all-party meeting today to ensure that it runs smoothly. But it looks like it is set to be a stormy one, with the opposition saying that they will move an adjournment motion on the failure of the government to curb spiralling prices and also on black money. The meeting marks the countdown to the winter session of Parliament, which begins on the 22nd of November. The winter session is expected to be another stormy session, ends on the 21st of December. 30-odd legislations are due to be tabled in this session that begins on Monday. In what could be great news to airlines in the country, the Aviation Secretary said a cabinet note on foreign direct investment in the civil aviation sector is expected in the next few weeks. The Aviation Ministry's proposal allows foreign airlines to invest in India's private carriers. The Civil Aviation Ministry has proposed 24% FDI in the Indian civil airlines. The cabinet may also consider a higher cap if there is a consensus. Ombudsman's office to be in place within a few months. Stakeholders have agreed to setting up an ombudsman for the sector. On Kingfisher, the DGCA says to allocate vacant Kingfisher Airlines slots to other airlines in a few weeks. This comes against the backdrop of a cash crunch that has hit Kingfisher Airlines. Vijay Mallya, who says he needs a working capital of 480 crores, has been questioning the government's policy of not allowing investment by foreign airlines in Indian carriers. He tweeted, and I quote, "If our government has denied FDI by airlines in Indian carriers on security grounds, how come we have expat non-Indian airline CEOs?" unquote. Whipping up joyful tradition after the break.